Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, and today we're going to be doing a continuing the Killswitch Engage Horror review, and today we're going to be looking into Disarm the Descent, yep, the band's sixth album released in April of 2013. So let's just dive right back into probably 2012 when probably it was like near the beginning of 2012 when it was announced that Howard Jones had left Killswitch Engage. I think it was due to like personal reasons, like and some reasons. I heard he had like diabetes or something, and so he was trying to manage that. And I was wondering, well, what are they gonna sound like, and who's gonna sing for them now? And the answer to that is original vocalist Jesse Leach, who appeared on the first self-titled album and Alive or Just Breathing, had rejoined the band, and I was like, wow, so their new singer is their old singer. So yeah, that was pretty good, pretty cool. I mean, I'm still a little wish Howard was still in the band, but and I think he has a great voice. But Jesse's a great singer. Don't get me wrong. And I was wonder what it'll be like now that Jesse's back in Killswitch. And then when I first heard the first song, one of the songs, I believe it was "The Hell in Me." Or I'm thinking this is totally different from most metalcore bands. Like it has like blast beats and insane like guitar work, and just Jesse Leach just sounds better than ever on this album. I know he had that little thing with Times of Grace that he did with Adam D, and it's a great project. And that was like a little before Jesse rejoined, and I was like, wow, this is a great band, a great album, and honestly, I feel like this was their best thing they've done since Alive or Just Breathing. Thing, it just sounds like they're just back. We're back with a vengeance, with reunited with Jesse Leach, and yeah, but yeah, without just further ado, let's dive into song track by track. And right here I have the deluxe edition with me, and starting it off, the album is the song "The Hell in Me," which nearly runs right over itself in the first few seconds, but comes back to what many fans have been waiting for: the sound of Jesse Leach screaming over for Joel and Adam's guitar riffs and pounding Justin Foley's drums. An entire band immediately sounds rejuvenated on its first track, and that is the feeling that carries throughout the rest of Disarm the Descent. Great way to stop the album, just boom, hits you right in the face. Nice. Then we go into Beyond the Flames, which is another one of my favorite songs on here, and it's actually very more melodic on here. One of the more melodic songs on here. The New Awakening, which is actually one of the first songs released from the album. It's really nice, and it's also melodic, but it's also has a lot of ferocity, and also aggressiveness. But it also has some really good lyrics. Next song on here is In Due Time, which is the first single from the album. And it pretty much melds everything together with a melodic choruses, raspy growls, and right at the time a perfect balance of thrashy aggression and intricate melodic driven riff work to rank as one of the strongest singles from the band's career, and really gives this pretty much four good songs in a row now. A Tribute to the Fallen, which this song, I mean, the melody on here is kind of like sporadic here and there. It's not really one of my favorite songs. That's just, well, me. Next up is the Turning Point, which is kind of funny how it goes from my song I didn't really care for it, and it's a turning point right here, and which appears to be another quality of Killswitch-esque song filled with the trademark elements in full force, yet also includes like deeper growls than expected, then mesh well with their sound, making this the first half seem as though it's all business for as usual, as the group are giving it a lot of good at this point. All We Have, which is punching and utterly intense, offering some throws of almost kind of like black metal like moments of velocity and speed into like their trademark sound, meshing both seamlessly and allowing them to have both spotlight moments and really making this track sort of like stand out easily. You Don't Bleed for Me, which this song itself kind of sounds a lot more radio friendly and very kind of like popish sounding, but it also has a little bit of aggressiveness to it. It's a very weird song. The Call, which is another good one. I really love the chorus in there. It's a really great chorus. No End in Sight, which is an amazing song. Always Ways, which is another rather fine addition to the album. Its sparkling guitar-centered melodies and brooding vocals makes it utterly catchy and memorable without it being too much of a departure, and their melody-driven sound and passionate vocals utilize it for maximum effort. And then we go into Time Will Not Remain, which actually closes the standard edition of the album, and it sees them picking up up the pace and really going back to like the up tempo efforts elsewhere on this album, and it pretty much ends it on a high note here if you have bought the standard edition. But we're going to be talking about the deluxe edition, which has 4 bonus tracks, and the first one being Bloodstained, which I really love. The intro to this song has some really great guitar work in there, and the lyrics are just too good on here. Next song is Slave to the Machine, which is a very excellent song. I pretty much love this song, and I feel like lyrically it talks about disarming or something, and almost kind of like I feel like this could have been the title track if it was like Disarm the Descent. Yeah, it's another great song, and the next 2 songs are actually live tracks. First one being Numbered Days, and these are both from live from 2012. Numbered Days live 2012, which is actually of course the original appeared on Alive or Just Breathing. I really love this song a lot. It's just to tell the band is just full of energy. And then we go into My Curse, which is actually live from 2012, and I actually think Jesse does a really good job singing some of the Howard songs on here. It's really interesting hearing him singing like Howard stuff, because I honestly feel like Howard. For those of you who don't know, I've actually listened to Howard before I've heard of Jesse. See, when I first got into Killswitch, but yeah, I honestly feel like the live version of My Curse is good, but I honestly feel like Jesse could have like done some more like screams here and there, but that's just me. Now overall, Disarm the Descent by Killswitch Engage is another good album in their discography. This is probably would be one of my top albums of 2013. So if I were to give this album a score, I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. So yeah, that's my view of Disarm the Descent. Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and I'll see you all in the next video. And as always, keep it metal.